guys, today I'm going to be sharing an Empties video with you, and this is probably the smallest amount of Empties that I've ever had for an Empties video. I guess I just haven't accumulated stuff as much this month as I normally do. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys what I have for my Empties. I like to do this monthly so that I don't have a ton of stuff, so at least this way it's not going to be quite as long of a video as they usually are. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the makeup products first. I have one product that I'm decluttering that's not used up yet, and that is the Maybelline 14-Hour Lipstick. This one is in Infinite Iris. And I bought this as a potential lipstick for my wedding, honestly, and the color I like. I would love this lipstick if it did not have like this intense glitter in it that you can feel. And you can see it in the swatch too. I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but like there is just like this gritty glitter in it, and it is just not pleasant. I almost decluttered it, and then I thought I would keep it for a little while longer, and then I just don't think it's even worth it to give it to anybody else, honestly, because of that glitter. I just find it super obnoxious and unpleasant on the lips, so I'm just gonna throw this one away. The next lip product that I have is a CoverGirl product. This is the Jumbo Gloss Balm. I was actually working on using this up in a project pan, so I'll leave that linked here if you guys are interested in checking that out. This one I believe is in Berry Twist. It's $2.30, and it's just a nice basic like light berry color. It's a really good everyday color. It doesn't stay very long, but I liked it a lot. I have another one in another color that I'm sure I will use up at some point. I really liked this. I like these a lot better than some other balms that I've tried. There's other ones that are staining ones that leave a weird color after they're gone, so this one I liked. I probably won't repurchase any more of these anytime soon though, because I have so many lip products, but I did really like this one, so I did finish that up, which was exciting. Two other products that I had finished up in my project pan that I forgot to mention last month are these two. So the first one is the Nivea Lip Butter in Vanilla and Macadamia Kiss. This I really liked. It smelled really good. I loved the smell of it, and it was a really great consistency. It was really nice and moisturizing on my lips. It left a little bit of a white tint to it, so there's another one that I have in, I think, Raspberry Rosé or something like that. And I like that one a little bit better almost because I like the way that one looks on my lips a little bit better than this one. But I love both of them. I will definitely buy more of these. The other one has a huge dip in it, and I've hit pan on that one. So I'll definitely buy more of these. I really like these a lot. The other thing from my project pan was an eyeliner. This was in Smokeout by Urban Decay. It's one of their 24/7 Glide-On eye pencils. This I really liked. It was a nice brown liner that was not too harsh, but it was really nice and defining. It looked really nice. I probably won't buy any more Urban Decay eyeliners. I have a ton right now that I need to work through, and then if I were to repurchase, I would probably buy the NYX ones because I think the staying power is just a little bit better, but I really do like these. I just probably don't need to buy any more unless they're on a really good deal for a set. The last makeup product that I have is this Chanel Perfection Fluid Foundation, and it was in 22 Beige Rose. And this I got from the Schwa box, so it was like a little air pump sample. It looks like there's more product in there, but there's not. I really liked the way that this looked on the skin. It was really nice and glowy, and it was a lighter coverage, which I've been able to get by with a little bit better recently because my skin's been better recently. I don't think I would ever buy a full size of this because it is just a little bit too luminous for me. I liked how it went on at first, but it was always just a little bit too oily by the couple hour mark. After I'd had it on, so I don't know that I would ever purchase a full size of this because I know it's expensive and it doesn't wear super well on my skin, but I did really enjoy trying it out. Alright, next up are the facial skincare products, and the first thing I'm going to mention just really quickly are the Up and Up cotton rounds. So these I buy in sets of 3. There's 100 in each little baggie. They're pretty inexpensive. Up and Up is nice because you can buy on Target. You can use the Cartwheel app and you usually get like 5 or 10% off. And then plus my husband gets discounts and stuff like that. These are fine. They're nothing amazing, but they work well enough for me to use my toner and eye makeup remover and things like that, so I keep buying them. The next thing that I have are 2 samples. These are the Acquaintance Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 36. These I actually really like. I used them on my face earlier. I actually got really burnt this weekend, which has gone away a little bit, but I used it on my face after that, and it sits really well on the skin and it doesn't feel oily, and it also sits really well underneath makeup, which is nice. So I would probably look into seeing how much this is and seeing if it's worth it to buy a full size of them. I have one more sample of this, but I really did like it. It felt really nice on the skin. It was just, I don't know how expensive it is. I know that I've tried other Acquaintance products before that are a little bit more expensive, so I would bet that this would probably be a little bit more expensive, but I would be willing to look into it. Next up, something that I mention all the time is the Proactiv Extra Strength Formula Treatment. This has benzoyl peroxide in it. It's 7% benzoyl peroxide. I use this all the time. My skin is very finicky and very acne prone, so it never really cleared up until I started using Proactiv, and anytime that I've stopped using it, my skin has really gone downhill quite a bit. So this works really well for me. I will probably keep using it. I have a ton of backups of it, and I really like using it. The only problem with this is it tends to stain your pillows and things like that, so I found that I have to use sheets and things like that that are less prone to being stained. Another acquaintance product that I have here is the Brightening Toning Lotion. This came in a little sample set that came for free, I think, with one of my purchases. This was nothing special, it was fine. I didn't find that it was super toning, like I don't know that it took off any extra dirt or anything like that. I don't think that it did a whole lot. I probably would never buy a full size of this. Next up I have a Marcel 3-in-1 Micellar Solution. This came in one of my Birch boxes. I honestly used it as a toner for the most part. I used it as an eye makeup remover a little bit. It worked for that. It took off eye makeup. It worked as a toner. It took off anything that was still like sitting on my face and things like that after I cleansed. I liked it. It was fine. I probably wouldn't buy a full size of it. I'm working on a Garnier one right now. That is a micellar cleansing water that I think works just the same, so I probably wouldn't buy a full size of this one. The next thing that I have here isn't quite done. I probably have 1 or 2 more uses in it. This is the Suki Exfoliate Foaming Cleanser. This I mentioned in my samples that made me buy the full size, so I'll leave that linked here if you haven't seen that before. But this I really like. It's very different. It smells very lemony and fresh. And basically what it is it's an exfoliating like sugar scrub type thing, but when you start to really scrub it into your skin, it then turns into like a foam and all the exfoliating crystals go away. I really did like this. I probably won't buy another one though, not anytime soon anyway. I think that it works just as well to have a separate exfoliator or a cleanser. I don't think I need to have them both in one necessarily. But I did really like this while I had it. I enjoyed it, but it's pretty expensive and I probably don't need another one anytime soon. Next up, I will do body care products or things that I use on my body. I don't know, this is kind of a weird category. So the first thing that I have is actually something that I really enjoyed. So this is the Jergens BB Body Perfecting Skin Cream, and this one is in for all light skin tones. This one I got in a Walmart beauty box, I think, and I just thought, oh, I'll never use that. That's silly. The BB body creams are silly. But I actually really enjoyed it. It smelled really good, and it did kind of even out my skin tone a little bit. I used it on my legs only, really, and it evened out my skin tone a little bit. It made it look just nice and even, and it's supposed to do 5 different things. So it's supposed to hydrate, illuminate, even, firm, and correct, which I don't know that it really does all that, but it did make my legs just look nicer, and it doesn't have shimmer in it, which is nice. I just tried out the Wish CC cream that I got in like a Birch box or something like that, and that one has crazy shimmer in it. Like my hands, when I got done, I looked like I was glowing, like I was gold on my hands. So this one I like because it doesn't have a lot of shimmer in it. That's part of my problem with some of those creams and things like that. It just makes you look glittery, but this one didn't have that. It just made it look smooth and nice and even. So I'm definitely gonna buy another one of these. I think I might try to buy it in like the medium to tan version though, instead of the light one, because the light one didn't really do a lot. I feel like the medium to tan one might be more what I'm hoping for in like coverage and things like that, because I have a lot of bruises on my legs because I walk into things all the time. But I love this. So this is actually going to go in my favorites. I need to film a favorites video. But yeah, I was super surprised by this. Next up is a hand lotion. This is the Soap & Glory Hand Food. I talk about these a lot. This one is in the Sugar Crush scent though, and that's my problem with this one. I love the hand food formula as a whole. It sinks in really nicely and it doesn't get sticky and it doesn't take a long time to dry down. But I hate the Sugar Crush scent. It's just too sugary for me. I would rather have the original formula, but hand food is one of my all-time favorite hand creams. The next thing that I have is a Dorko Razor. These are the 3+3 blade ones, so I mentioned this last month as well. So these are the ones that just kind of bend in the middle, so they're the 3+3 ones and they bend in the middle. These are super cheap in comparison to any that you would buy at the drugstore, any of the Venus ones, and I think they do a really nice job. I used to be able to have a referral code, and last time I tried to do that it didn't really work, so I will try to link one down below if it is working. I'm not sure what happened to that, if they stopped doing that program maybe, I'm not sure, but I will try to leave a link down below if I can. It used to be that that code would give you 20% off if you were interested in checking it out, and Dorko is really nice because they're already way less expensive. So I think Dorko, it's like $24 for like 20 blades versus $15 for 4 blades that you would find in the drugstore. I really like them. They're nice, they're cheap, they work pretty well. They tend to dull down just a little bit faster than drugstore ones would, but I think it's worth it for the price that you pay for them. Another Birchbox sample that I have is this Coola Radical Recovery After Sun Lotion. So it's supposed to replenish, renew, and moisturize. This I got sunburnt a little bit last year and I used this, and then I got sunburnt this weekend because I was sitting out in the sun a lot when my father-in-law came to visit. And so I had like a sunburn here on my shoulders and my neck and then on my legs a little bit, and I used this. It has aloe in it, which is really nice. It was very soothing and cooling. I ran out of this and then just started using aloe, which I think works just as well, but this did really smell nice and it felt nice. nice. It did feel nice and cooling. I probably wouldn't pay the money for a full size of this. I think aloe works just as well, but it did help me from peeling, and it helped keep me moisturized so that I didn't peel after my sunburn, which was good. This I believe I also got from my Walmart beauty box, I think. This is the CeraVe Healing Ointment Skin Protectant, and this I honestly just used up on my hands. After we moved, I was doing a lot of moving with my hands with cardboard boxes and things like that and unpacking, and so I had lots of hangnails and dry skin around my hands, so I just used this and it helped a lot. My hands were really soft and a lot more moisturized after I used this. I probably would only use this like on my hands and feet and things like that, and I don't think that I need to buy another one of these anytime soon, but it did work really well to help with my drier hands. It reminded me of the Neutrogena hand cream. The one that's like a clear ointment like this one, it reminded me a lot of that. I finished up a full-size perfume. This is the Justin Bieber Someday perfume. This was the 1 fluid ounce perfume. I really like this scent a lot. I used to love this and wear it a ton. I finished off the small size of this in a project pan recently, and then I finished off this one. I'm trying to work through some of my perfumes because I feel like I have a lot and they're older. This one I would probably buy again at some point. I don't think I would buy this anytime in the near future because I have some other perfumes to work on, but I did really enjoy this scent. It is one of my favorites. I know it's Justin Bieber and it's silly, but I really do like it. I have 2 hair products that I finished up. The first one is from Sally's Beauty Supply. This is the Generic Value Products Smoothing Serum, and it's supposed to be comparable to the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. This I really like. So you're supposed to be able to use it in your hair when it's damp, and it speeds up the drying process, and then it also helps smooth, condition, and add shine, which I really do think it does. When I don't use this in my hair, I feel like it just tends to air dry a little bit more frizzy and more wavy than it does when I use this. I don't know how much this honestly helps with drying time, but I really do like it. I feel like it is nice for my hair. So I don't use this all the time. In the summer, I tend to use this a little bit less. I only tend to use it during the school year when I really need to be somewhere and I do want my hair to dry a little faster. I did buy another one recently because I do like this one. It lasts a really long time and it's super cheap. I think it's under $10, so I'm a big fan of this. I also used up a hair dye. This is the Schwarzkopf Color Ultimate Flaming Reds in 5.28 Cocoa Red. This is what my hair is now, although I'm sure it's faded a little bit, so it doesn't really have much of a red tint to it. This one was okay. I liked it better than I thought I would, honestly. It was a lot lighter than I've gone recently. I'd gone a little bit darker. I don't know that I would buy this exact color again necessarily. I do like the Schwarzkopf line. I think that it's nice. I couldn't find the exact one that I wanted though, because there was another one that I've used that was very similar. I bought this one at CVS. I thought you could only get them at Walmart, but they must have been transferring over. I like this one. It was fine. The color stays in a lot longer, I think, than some other ones, but I don't know that I'd repurchase this exact color again. Alright, the last few things that I have are kind of the random things that I always put at the end. So the first thing is a wax cube. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Tranquil Garden Spa. This one I get at Walmart. I've talked about this one a ton. This is the big jumbo pack, so these are usually like less than $5, I think. This is one of my favorite scents. It's very clean and sweet. It does not last a long time though, which is the downside of these Better Homes and Gardens ones. But I really do like the smell, so I will continue to repurchase this because I do like it a lot. The next thing that I have is a hand soap from Bath & Body Works. This is the Crisp Morning Air, so this was a fall scent. It's one of the foaming ones. I really like it a lot. This one smells like pine, juniper, and a hint of pear. It does not have a very strong scent, which my husband really appreciates. I like the more sweet scents, and he doesn't really like those, so I tend to get these for his bathroom usually. This one I liked. I would probably buy it again if it comes out next fall. And the last thing that I have for this Empties video is some floss. So this is the Oral-B Complete Satin Floss. I like this. I had a couple of samples of this. I actually ended up buying a duo pack of these and I'm liking it. I'm not super picky on floss, but I really do like this one. It was good. Alright, so that is it for my Empties video. Probably a lot shorter than most of them have been recently. I just feel like I didn't use up as many products as I usually do for whatever reason. But I'd love to hear if you've used any of these products and what you thought on those products, or if you guys have had anything that you've used up recently that you either loved or hated or felt indifferent towards. I would love to hear that as well. I love watching Empties videos, so if you've filmed one recently, let me know that in the comments below. I will definitely go check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.